At power forward, Cody Zeller. At center, Larry Sanders. At the other forward position, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. At shooting guard, DeMar DeRozan. At the other guard position, Kyle Lowry. The head coach of the visiting team, Steve Clifford.
Yo, what's up, you guys? Thunder Kitson here, and today we're going to be doing our first game of the Charlotte Hornets My GM. This is episode 3. We win the tip-off, but it goes to the other team. Pick and roll of Larry Sanders as DeMar DeRozan slams it down on Luol Deng. DeMar DeRozan, that's one of the reasons I traded for him. His premier athleticism and his premier scoring. He can score with the best of them. And I traded for Kyle Lowry as well because I want to develop him into the best passer in the NBA. And he shows off his passing ability with that alley-oop to MKG, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. We're on defense, blocked by Cody Zeller, I think that is. DeMar DeRozan flushes the slam dunk down. Oh my goodness, people. That is a ferocious slam dunk. Hassan Whiteside. I've seen Hassan Whiteside shoot a lot of outside shots in this game. I wasn't sure that he had a outside or medium range shot. I didn't really watch much of Miami. All I knew, I was just seeing the headlines about how Hassan Whiteside was, running for most improved. Well, not running, but he was one of the main guys for most improved player. He can't run for the awards lot. But, well, obviously, he didn't get it because I think Jimmy Butler definitely deserved it. Last season, 13-14 season, he was a defensive player. He wasn't even one of their main scorers. And then he just came out of nowhere and started averaging 20 points a game. So, yeah, that's amazing to think about. As MKG throws down another alley-oop. I can't even get hyped for that. I just see it too much. MKG, throwing down stuff as MKG chucks up an alley-oop. Well, not an alley-oop, a half-court alley-oop to the rim. That was terrible. Kyle Lowry, he's a big boy. How come he's falling over by little Goran Dragic? Kyle Lowry's a bulldog. He's just really strong for his height. Cody Zeller's also strong for his height. But Kyle Lowry just driving into the paint, doing a little layup. He doesn't need a backboard. All he needs is just chuck it up and you know it's going in. DeMar DeRozan, I'm not sure. I don't watch Toronto either. I only really watch OKC. And I only watch OKC, Golden State, and some of New Orleans in the regular season. But I'm not sure about DeMar DeRozan, if he was a good defensive player as well as a good offensive player. I knew he was a great offensive player. But, yeah. But Kyle Lowry, I don't really see how they're tied for overall. I think Kyle Lowry should have been a higher rated player. I think they're lowballing with the 83 overall. I think he should have been at 85 and keep DeMar at 83 because Kyle Lowry is the best player on that Toronto Raptors team by far. But then again, I'm not really the person to say that considering I don't watch Toronto. Tyler Hansbrough shows off our good defensive ability on this team. We're a good defensive team as well as a good offensive team with Tyler Hansbrough throwing down the powerful dunk. But as I was saying, I'm not really much to talk about Toronto, who's their best player. But as what I was hearing was he was their best player last season and the season before. This season, he started in the All-Star game. But the season before, he didn't even make the All-Star team. But DeMar DeRozan did, and people thought Kyle Lowry was the best player on that team and deserved it more than DeMar. But I think DeMar might be leaving Toronto. I think. But he might have got a contract extension, but I haven't been hearing much about contract extensions. But John Henson signed a big contract extension. Not as big as Anthony Davis, obviously. But what I think's weird? What's happening with this? Is Tristan Thompson a real free agent? Because Cavs haven't signed him yet in real life, have they? Because he's not even a free agent in my GM. He's on the Cavs. But or is it like a qualifying offer or something? I'm not. Oh, we can't sign the qualifying offer anymore, can he? But what are they going to do with him? He should have just taken that $80 million that they offered him, but he wanted more, and now they're not even offering him the $80 million. As Jeremy Lamb goes inside, throws it down over Chris Anderson, Birdman. But you guys might not like my commentary. I have a nasally voice because I'm a bit sick, and my microphone, I'm using a bad one. I'm aiming to get a good microphone as Jeremy Lamb sinks the medium range shot. And also, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to using my normal voice. I sound a bit like Panda Gaming 46, which is not a good thing. If you've ever watched Panda Gaming 46, you'd know it's not a good thing. Cody Zeller, I want to trade him. I put him on my trade block. I'll show you the trade block and the top. Oof. I didn't notice that until after it happened, but Goran Dragic knocking down the contested buzz beater shot. But as I was saying, the trade block, I'll show you guys the trade block in the next episode. I recorded it as soon as we got out of this game, but this episode was going to be a tad bit too long already. Sorry for the silence there. I was just watching. There was nothing to say. Larry Sanders is a really good player, I think. He says he might come back to basketball, but I'm not really sure about that because he just didn't want to play it anymore and he just stopped. He's made his money. He's not set for life. He could be set for life if he uses money wisely. He's happy not playing basketball, and good on him. If he's happy, I'm happy. And everyone else should be happy, except for the Bucks fans, because he was a really good defensive player. But they have Greg Monroe now. Greg Oden signed for a team in China, and when you watch him practice, he looked like old Greg Oden back in the 2007 draft days when he was dominating, when they thought he could be like one of the best centers of all time, and they drafted him over my MVP, Kevin Durant. If you didn't know, my favourite team's OKC. It should be pretty obvious because Kevin Durant's in my banner. Kevin Durant's my favourite player. It was sad to see him get injured, but he's back, and he's going to win the MVP, and he's going to lead OKC to their first championship. We're not including the Seattle Supersonics. But I think that in about 10 years, the NBA should do an expansion team. One to Seattle. They should bring back the Supersonics, and another one. I'm not sure where. I think they'll do two because they would want the West and East to be even. I know they used... Oh, Frank the Tank blocking whoever that was. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was Dwayne Wade, but he got up there on that one. His 7'1" frame just lets him block people with ease. The ball movement here, people, as we get it into Frank the Tank in the post, he misses an easy layup. But Frank the Tank, we could develop him into a really good centre. But next episode, we're going to be looking to trade our draft pick because we're a pretty good team, I think. But if you look at our schedule, it might set us up for defeat because you see teams like the Cavs, the Spurs. I'm pretty sure like Thunder are there as well. There's some pretty difficult teams to beat. I won't be playing the Cavs or Spurs. I'll save that for a later episode. I know the Pelicans and Mavericks are there. I'll play against one of them. Most likely on the next gameplay video. But I'm liking 2K16 more than 2K15. I know a lot of people are saying offense is too hard, but I think the offense is easy. I like how it's not ridiculous, but my career I think is just a bit cheesy because I'm on the Bulls. I have a 6'9" small forward. Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, me, Pau Gasol, and Joakim Noah, but we're still losing to teams like the Orlando Magic. And I'm putting up numbers like 26 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. But, yeah. But look for some Maya Park gameplay in the next couple of days. It will be edited a lot less than my other videos. But it'll still be good. Well, that's it for the game, people. I will see you later. The box scores will be up soon. I'm out. Bye.
At home, I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time, Kyle. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's